Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to Let's Talk 1943. I'm your host, Regina Smithwick, and today's business spotlight is going to be something amazing. We have, I would say, she's from Brooklyn. I'm going to rep her Brooklyn now, but she lives in Teaneck, where I am from, New Jersey. So I'm so excited to have one of my Teaneckers up here. And her name is Cherise Canton. She is about holistics, health, and wellness, and we're going to talk about all of that. So just hold on. Get ready. Let's talk. Welcome back to Let's Talk 1943. So let me do my formal introduction here. So we have Cherise Canton, better known as Coach C. I'll be calling her that from now on. Coach C is the owner and founder of Be New LLC, a holistic and health and wellness coaching practice. She takes holistic approaches to support the whole person. Coach C helps you to nurture your relationships with your mind, your body, and spirit. So I would like to say welcome, 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 Coach C. How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. I am so excited and glad to be here.
I am too. I'm glad too. I'm glad we had a connection. My best friend Pia introduced us. Yeah. And she was like, you got to go on my best friend's show. And so I said, we're gonna make this happen. We did a little turnaround, made it happen the next week. So I'm glad we were able to have you on here. So let's just dive in. So tell me, first of all, what is your why? Why are you doing this?
I am doing this because I think people need to be more aware of what's going on with their bodies. Mm-hmm. We are very much out of touch. As a Black woman, we have this mindset of, yeah, my arm hurt, my leg hurt, but I got to keep going. I got to keep going. I got to keep moving. I got to keep pushing because this got to get done. And if I don't do it, nobody else is not going to do it. But we don't realize the toll that takes on our body. We don't realize the toll that it takes on our mind and our soul. But we say, I got the job done. At the end of the day, I did it. But
at what cost?
That's right. We are suffering. And you don't realize the cost until something happens. Until you go to the doctor. Mm-hmm. Hence, myself. You find out something that you never heard of before, that you didn't even know was wrong. And now all of a sudden your whole life has been turned around because the doctor is like, well, this is what I found and this is what we need to do. And you need to do this and you need to do this and you need to take this and you need to do this. And you're like, wait.
Hold it.
I just came in for a regular checkup. I just came in to get the results of my blood work. And you telling me what?
Ain't that something? So tell us, let's get into it. What did they tell you?
Yes, they told me that I had lupus. And I'm looking at him like, so where'd that come from? And he said, it's an autoimmune disease. My body is attacking itself. My white blood cells are eating each other up. And I'm like, but you need your white blood cells for your immune system. That much I do know. Right. And he says, and that causes extra stress. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, where did it all start? He said it started from having high cortisol levels. Our cortisol levels comes from stress. Ooh. Now, who knew that I was operating 10 times the amount of stress that my body could hold?
Really?
Yeah, because people don't realize a certain amount of cortisol stress is good. Because you need that for fight or flight. Girl, I had fight, flight, run, jump. I had it all, okay? I had it all. And my body could not handle all of the stress that I was under. Now, mind you, in my mind, I'm doing what I got to do. I had 2 babies, 2 and 4. My mother was in her mid-80s. She had started taking ill in her health. I am the youngest of 6. None of us lived close to any of each other. So I was the closest to my mother. My mother was in Brooklyn. When I moved to the Bronx, I was like, you can't stay here. So she had to move to the Bronx. When I moved to Jersey, it was a little better commuting back and forth. But that's stress. I worked a full-time job for the New York State Unified Court System, working for a judge, churning out them documents. So every day I'm sitting there at the computer, getting it out. And then you have a family. You have activities. We were active in our church. Our church was in the Bronx. So we were commuting back and forth all the time.
Wow.
My days started at 4:30, 4:45 in the morning. You had to drop the kids off at the babysitter, and then you had to get on that bus to have to get to New York so you can get to work, and then take the train, and doing it all over
hustle
again.
And bustle, that hustle and bustle. That's one of the reasons why I knew Coach C that
all
I couldn't
over
do it.
again. That's it. And we are like hamsters on the wheel. You just keep doing it over and over and over, and then you start adding stuff into it. You know, in that time, I went back to school. You know, you have children, you want them to be involved in activities. So we doing gymnastics, swimming, karate, Girl Scouts. You running constantly. So to hear the words lupus was a death sentence to me, because I was like, what am I supposed to do? So he gave me a plethora of prescriptions. Take this steroid, that, and now I'm blowing up. You know, I'm gaining all this weight. Now I'm tired. I'm upset. I'm mad. I don't know what to do. You looking around. Who you gonna tell? Who you gonna ask? Because we don't talk about this. We don't talk about the stress. We don't talk about what it does to your body, what it does to your mind. All you know is I need to go to work, pay these bills. Kids need to have this. They need to do this, and you just keep going.
But Coach C, what gets me is let's go back. You educated me today. Yeah. So lupus, one of the ways that you could, I guess, get lupus is stress related. That the cortisone in your levels are so high that it starts the white blood cells start kind of doing this thing and start fighting against each other. You know, I have an aunt who had it, and I know another person who had it, but I know it's other ways. I mean, is it other ways that lupus you can get lupus? Is it hereditary, or is it?
There it is. It is hereditary. Some other people have gotten it through that way, but mostly, even if it's hereditary, because everything that is hereditary to us, it can lay dormant.
That's true.
It becomes activated because there's something we're not doing. It's just like a match. I can carry a match. I can carry a match in my pocket all day long, but until I strike it, and no one knows what the striking thing is. It could be your activities, your stress level. It could be your food. You're not eating enough healthy food to feed your body. You know, I tell folks we need to eat to live, not live to eat. I hear everybody talking, I'm a foodie. I like to eat. I like to eat too, but I want to know that it's going to be beneficial for the car. That's the body. It has to be beneficial. You know, we grew up eating stuff that wasn't okay. And yes, the times were different, but now we are more knowledgeable and we're living longer. So what's the goal here? Is the goal to eat all the fried chicken and French fries and all the fried foods that you can, and then 10 years from now, you got all these other complications and now somebody else has to take care of you? That's not the goal. The goal is you want to live a healthy, vibrant life to keep moving as long as you can. We can't fight aging. Every day we wake up, we age a little bit more.
That's right.
So it's how do you want to age? And when I got this diagnosis of lupus, I was like, my babies are 2 and 4. I'm not trying to check out, and I don't want nobody else raising them.
That's right.
So what am I going to do? I did everything the doctor asked me to do, and I was miserable. And I kept saying, something's not right here. It's not working for me. I'm not getting better. And
don't it seem like sometimes you take medications like that? You went to the doctor, you were good. You were good. So you was like, oh, I'll do my regular yearly exam. You took the blood, and then they came back and told you had that. Now, that play on you? Because when you you have something, then you start feeling things and you start thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm sick.
And because I'm somebody that pays attention to my body, I'm like, okay, so maybe that's why I wasn't sleeping. Maybe that's why my hair was thinning, because now you start looking up lupus and you see all of these diagnoses, all these signs and symptoms. You be like, oh, maybe that was it. Maybe this was it. Maybe that was it. No, the bottom line was my cortisol levels were over the roof, and I didn't know enough to get tested long before the time that I did.
So it's not reversible, is it?
It's not reversible. It's not reversible. It's almost like a rubber band. You keep stretching the rubber band, it's not gonna bounce back.
That's right.
It's not gonna bounce back. You have to maintain it where it is. And so that's why even on my website, I said, I've learned how to live and manage lupus, because lupus is not gonna beat me. I'm gonna beat lupus.
That's right.
And what I did was I said, God, what if I went back to eating fresh fruits and vegetables? What if I gave up some of those things that I was eating consistently? I didn't say I'm not going to eat them never again in life. I changed the diet. I changed the game. I found out if I ate at least 3 or 4 vegetables on my plate at a time, not in just one day, but per meal, I started changing my cells around. That's something we can change.
Wow.
Cells migrate, mutate every day within 48 to 72 hours, and you can change them around. But if you keep eating and feeding it junk is all you're going to produce.
Say that again.
If you say it one more time. And feeding it junk is all you're going to produce.
I need to hear that for myself.
And so when I realized that, and I started juicing, everybody's like, oh, I don't have time to juice. You make time for whatever it is that you want to do.
You
make time. You make time.
That's true.
What I found out is vegetable juice are healers and fruit juices are cleansers. So depending on the given day on what I needed to do, I would juice, put them in the mason jars, put them in the refrigerator, grab and go. I still got to go to work. I still got a family. I still got a mother I'm taking care of. I'm still going to school at night. So none of those things stopped. I had to reprioritize. And here's another thing, Regina, that I find. We kind of brag and boast. Oh, I get 5 hours of sleep a day. Your body's not functioning on 5 hours of sleep.
That's not good. You know that, right?
You told yourself 5 hours is all I need. 5 hours is all I need. I realized
7 to 8.
You do, because your body can only repair itself when you sleep. When you sleep is when you're not moving. So the body can go to work.
See, but see, that's never really think about it though, Coach C. Nobody really talks about that.
No.
You really think about it. If somebody said to you, when you sleep, when you're sitting still, your cells, your blood, your mind, everything is rejuvenating and is actually bringing new in, right? Yep. But as soon as you wake up, it has to start working again. It literally got to go, he's up, so I got to start doing my job. And then it starts doing the repair part. So if you're only sleeping 3 to 5 hours, then you're not getting your full repair. See, when you say it like that, that makes people go, wait a minute, I need to think about the sleep, because I didn't realize that it did all that. So you really educating us today. Thank you.
Sleep is important, and that's why I try to encourage people, listen to your body. There's a certain time in the evening, somewhere between the 7:30, 8 o'clock, your circadian rhythm starts to come down. You may find yourself feeling a little groggy. You may doze off a little bit. You're like, I can't go to sleep. I got stuff to do. Now you just changed everything. We constantly on the computer. We constantly on the phone. You just changed the whole clock. Because now it's like, oh, she done passed the time that we should be laying down. Oh, so we up now. Oh, all right. So what we gonna do? And now you want to lay down, and your mind is popping on all cylinders.
Yes, running.
Like, I can't sleep.
Running. You miss your window of opportunity.
you miss the window of opportunity, and your body will only do what you tell it. It will only do what you tell it. And that's why I said be new. Mind, body, and soul. Starts with the mind first. You have to tell yourself, I want to be better. I want to eat well. I want to live and have a long and healthy life. Because that's my challenge. I told my daughters, my mother lived till she was 97 years old. I'm taking her 97 and then some. Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
However, she was in the wheelchair for the last couple of years. I'm not ever going to be in the wheelchair. My children gonna be looking for me. They're gonna be like, where you at? I'm over here. Where you going? I'm over there. Can I come? I'm gonna keep moving because that is also important. But we don't do that. We have our priorities in the wrong place. There is nothing wrong with eating good food.
No.
But let it be good food. You know, when I was diagnosed with this, like I said, my daughters was 2 and 4, and I wish they could come on and tell you, they did not have chocolate, they did not have soda, they did not have chips and all of that stuff, because I knew it wasn't going to build them anything.
That's true.
All it did is taste appetizing your taste buds. How many times do we do that? And then after you eat all that stuff, you don't feel good.
You feel bloated, gassy, you feel sluggish, you want to go to sleep.
How is that supposed to be working for you? But just think about it. Like I said, again, your body.
We normalized it, Coach C. We normalized it. That they say you got the tightest, you just sleep, you have to eat. So we make it like it is. So that's how we supposed to be living.
Yeah, and
the holistic part is so. Let's talk about the holistic part. I want to get into that. So now you're a holistic health coach and wellness coach. So what is holistic? A lot of people always throw that word around, but they don't really. I don't know.
Well, the reason why I use it as holistic, because if someone comes to me in person, I can look in your eyes and tell a little bit about what's going on. I can check your urine. I can take your blood pressure. I can look at your nails. See, because you can look at someone's nails, and if they got little white spots on it, that's not okay. That means you got a deficiency. So let's check that out. We ignore too many different things. I can look at your shoes. If the heels are run down on the left or the right, then something's happening with your kidneys.
No.
Yes. These are things that I've learned underneath the different practitioners that I've sat under, and they taught me. You don't always have to take blood. Blood is a wonderful thing, because the blood shows you what's going on the inside. But holistically, I can use you yourself and look at little things to pique your interest, to say, you don't have to listen to what I said, but go ask your doctor to check it. Go ask your doctor to check it. Check your A1C. How much inflammation is flowing through your body? When you see your ankle swell, instead of saying, oh, I'm just going to put my feet up today, there's something happening. And we ignore it. The blood, it just goes around. It recirculates itself. You don't get new blood unless you're getting a transfusion. So if your ankles are swole, that means something is stopping it. There's a blockage happening. And then you wonder why when you see somebody and they look wonderful, but they died of a heart attack. Something wasn't flowing. The heart wasn't getting what it needed. So it collapsed.
Yep.
It collapsed.
Good points. Very good points. Very good.
So those are things that I want people to start recognizing about themselves. If you eat something and after you eat it, oh, my stomach hurt. Okay. Did you eat it too fast? Maybe it was something that didn't agree with you. Maybe your digestive system says we can't handle it in this manner. Like everybody can't eat raw vegetables. They have to be a little cooked and sauteed because they don't digest them well. But if you don't know, because you just shoving it in, and then you eat the next thing and the next thing, and then you're like, I'm done. How do you even know? We need to slow down. Take time to pay attention to what's happening. You look at people in their eyes, some of their eyes, not gray, but they're like a beige color. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
your eyes are not clear. Oh, my eyes has always been like that. No, I think if you went back to some of your preschool pictures,
It wasn't like that.
your eyes wasn't like that. It's based on the things that you are eating and you're not getting enough rest. Everything depends on how you take care of yourself. And the cells are just regenerating what you're putting in. See, when we were little, we could blame it on our parents. After you become a certain age, what? My daughter went to high school. It was all over for me. She come home, I ate this, I went here, I was like, oh my Lord. But she realized, oh my, I can't eat all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it ain't all good for you just because it's there. There are healthier ways to cook food. Now, I'm not a chef and I'm not going to claim to be one, but Pinterest and Google is our friend. You know, figure out a healthier way if you want to have that burger. You know, figure out a healthier way to have that sweet potatoes or the macaroni and cheese. You know, we so used to it, laid it down in 5 cheeses and this and that. It's just not good. It's not good for us. So from a holistic point of view, I can check your urine. You know, like I said, I can look in your eyes. I can look at your tongue. You know, I can look at your ears, because everything has a line. Everything has a mark. And if it's out of place, even the same thing with your hand. If you look at this part of your hand, this is your heart. This is your heart. So if you massaging here, you massaging your heart.
You know, wow.
Giving your heart a good massage, and it needs that sometimes, you know, but they don't know that. You don't get that taught in school, you know. No. So those are the things that I use when I say holistically. Now, in the times of Zoom and people don't want to come and see you, and I get it. So I'm pivoting a little bit more, but this way I have to ask more questions. I have to ask more questions. If I don't see you in person, I have to ask more questions. And then that's when I say, get your blood work from your doctor. Let's look at it together. Because what I find is many of us don't do that. The doctor said, okay, do you have a copy? Oh no, I didn't get one. Well, you need to get a copy. You need to get a copy because you need to read what they're reading. And you need to be able to question them. Listen, this number seems to be high. What does that mean? See, because the first thing they'll tell you is, oh, it don't mean nothing. It means something because it's high. Look at the range. Every blood work has a range.
You sure do.
But we never look at it. We never look at it and pay attention to see that the numbers are going up. It's only when the doctor comes and say to you, oh, you now are in stage 1 diabetes. You couldn't have talked to me when I was like back then, pre-diabetes. Because it's not beneficial to them. And I'm not saying all doctors are that way, but a majority of them are not telling us what we need to know beforehand. So as a health coach, I want to make people more aware of their mind, more aware of their body, because it's their body and they should know their body. It's just like when we were younger and they used to teach you the breast cancer, right? To feel your breast and feel for lumps and stuff. People ain't doing it no more. They wait till they get the mammogram and then be like, oh, I didn't know that was there. Pay attention to yourself. Massage yourself. Give yourself a little hand rub, legs and stuff. See what's going on. How does that feel when you touch it? It shouldn't be tender. If it's tender, something's happening. Something's happening. And like I said, sleep is the most undiagnosed, it is most slept on, ignored thing that the body needs. Because just think about it. Your cells is having a conversation. Oh, we getting ready to go to bed now. Okay. And they get into a good sleep and they say, all right, let's start repairing all the things that she did today that wrecked on her body. You know, her kidneys looking a little tired, so let's help with that. Her digestive system is a little raw because she ate something that was too hot and it just went down the pipe. But now you wake up 3 hours early and they're like, oh, we got to stop because she's up now. So we got to move when she's moving.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm glad you said that. That makes me think when it's time for, I'm going to definitely keep that in mind for me.
Resting is important, and we have to work our way up to it. We have to work our way up to it. I think COVID has helped us a lot because it's helped people to slow down, but not enough where we're intentional about putting ourselves first. We do everything for everybody else, and we get the last of the crumbs.
Well, today, hopefully, that will change. I hope that would definitely change today.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure. You have been amazing, Coach C. I mean, I learned between the lupus, the sleep, and rubbing your hand for your heart, and just knowing your body. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a teachable moment for me, so I'm hoping this has been the same for you. And as you see her information strewn on the bottom of the screen, if you love and what she said today, she's here to help. She's here to assist. She's here to get you back right with your health, and do it holistically, so you'll be able to do it, this natural way of getting it done, like juicing and everything else. So, before we leave out today, you have any final words you would like to tell my audience?
Be kind to yourself, but be proactive. I give a free 30-minute consultation. Go to my website, sign up, so at least we can talk. Don't hide. Let's talk about it. Your privacy is secure with me, but we need to start talking about the things that are going on instead of keeping it hush hush. And then the next thing you know, we've gone to glory. So check out the website.
All right. And that's good. And so, as I said before, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on Let's Talk 1943. I am blessed and humble for you to be here. And I really appreciate your support and your love. Until next time, God bless. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a good day.
You too.